Hello CA Inter students, I hope your preparation for upcoming examinations is going good. And this is a short video about 3/4 preparation strategy of paper 2 corporate and other laws. In our paper we are having total 15 chapters, and as you all know the time is biggest constraint for us. So we can prepare all these 15 chapters, not a problem, but we are having very limited time and we are having total 6 papers, group 1 3 papers, group 2 3 papers. So we need to allot time in such a way that we need to score, we need to attempt maximum and we need to score maximum. Getting my point? So since time factor is constraint, I'm giving you 3/4 preparation strategy and the list of chapters covered under this preparation strategy. Now, majority of students are getting a doubt. Sir, what is the difference between 3/4 preparation strategy and ABC categories preparation, guest questions preparation? See, all these are strategies for cracking the examination. But coming to these two strategies, they are very risky strategies. They are very risky strategies. I'm not telling they're wrong strategies. I'm telling that these two strategies are risky. How? If you observe last two attempts question papers, the highlighted points, the highlighted topics are C category questions. If you observe carefully, in incorporation chapter, signing of MOA, AOA, suppose if a subscriber is an illiterate, if a subscriber is foreign national, so what documents he need to provide, how he will sign MOA, AOA, this is a usually an important topic. Next, coming to prospectus, civil liability concept. In case of misstatements in prospectus, civil liability, this is important topic. But under that, right of rescission, right to rescind the contract. Next, similarly, if you look at charges, crystallization of floating charge. This is somewhat expected topic, but if you observe, if charged property is located outside India and if the property is intangible in nature, whether registration of charge is mandatory or not mandatory. So you can observe the depth of, the topics being tested in the examination. So here, a simple preparation of all chapters is not sufficient, first of all. In-depth preparation is required, and as I told you, time is the biggest constraint. So here you need to focus on the chapters and all the topics in that chapter. So if you go with ABC categories, if you go with, if you classify questions into A category, B category, C category, and if you prepare only AB categories, imagine if questions are coming from C category, then what about your performance? Getting my point, students? So that's why instead of going with ABC categories, focus on the chapter completely. Sir, what chapters? I'll provide you that list, the list of chapters covered under 3/4 preparation strategy, I'll give you. And guess questions. This is also a risky strategy. There is a punchline for ICA. That punchline is expect from unexpected areas. Getting my point? Expect from unexpected areas. Last attempt, if you observe carefully, almost 35 to 40% of the question paper is from unexpected areas only. Easy, but unexpected areas. In ICA examination papers, the papers will be of, two types. Either lengthy or tricky. Lengthy or tricky. Lengthy means, you will not have sufficient time to write complete paper. Suppose 3 hours is not sufficient, maybe 4 hours is required to answer that paper. That is lengthy paper. Tricky paper means, adjustments, many adjustments, or, questions coming from exceptional scenarios, or questions are getting asked from exceptions only. Are you all getting my point, students? That's what, guess questions, ABC categories, somewhat risky strategy. Instead of that, focus on the chapters, which are covered under 3/4 preparation strategy. So, if you observe this, one, just observe the screen. All the 15 chapters and last 4 attempts from MTPs, from question papers, how many marks we are getting. I prepared a table, a summary table. Here you can observe. So I'll go with average, from preliminary chapter, the average weightage is 1 to 4 marks. Incorporation, 4 marks, question papers point of view. Prospectus 6 marks, share capital 8 marks, deposit 6 marks, charges 5 marks. MGT, management and administration, 13 marks, dividends 4 marks, accounts of company 11 marks, foreign company, audit and auditor 7 marks, foreign company 7 marks, LLP 14 marks, General Clauses Act 13, Interpretation of Statute 7, FEMA 13. So based on this marks analysis, I categorized 15 chapters into 2 branches or 2 categories. First one is 3/4 weightage chapters. 3/4 weightage chapters, and next one is 1/4 weightage chapters. I'm not telling you to ignore these chapters completely. I'm not telling you ignore these chapters completely. From this also, we get marks. So, the expected weightage of these four chapters is 30 marks. I'm not telling you to ignore these chapters, but I'm telling you first you complete these chapters. LLP, General Clause Act, FEMA, deposits, charges, dividends, foreign company, that means company incorporated outside India, MGT, preliminary incorporation prospectus. First, you complete these chapters. And if you find time, then go with 1/4 weightage chapters. Getting my point, students? See, question paper is for 120 marks, including choice. Question paper is for 120 marks, and you are not required to write all 120 marks. You are required to attempt only 100 marks. Getting my point? So, out of 120, you need to attempt 100. Just take 10 marks additional, choice. So that means you need to attempt 90 out of 120. Getting my point? 90 out of 120 is nothing but 3/4 strategy. And here I gave you preparation time also. So here I gave you average weightage, and here I gave you number of pages. This is purely based on my material, and you can get this material from the website Shrestha for CA and CMA. So here you just go through this website. Under this, in this website, just go with free resources tab. In free resources tab, you will find P2 corporate and other laws, DV Subramaniam sir. You just click on it, and here you get my master notes. And this PDF is completely free of cost. It is completely at free of cost. So if you download this document, the master notes will be like this. So this master notes is of 220 pages. Those who already know about this book, okay, you can skip this part. But those who don't know about this, yes, I want to tell about this book. This is a summary book. In fact, complete study material was summarized into 220 pages book without ignoring a single concept. Without compromising the content, we summarized entire ICS study material into 220 pages. So for example, signing of MOA AOA. Signing of MOA AOA, last attempt, this was the first question, 1 year compulsory question. There is no choice to this question also. Signing of MOA AOA, if you just observe this half page content, 5 points content. If you just gone through this 5 points content, you can easily attempt that question. So everything was summarized without compromising the content. Getting my point, students? And all the important words are highlighted in red mark. And here you can find out the index based on this index. Yes, I gave number of pages of each chapter consists of. And I did one more analysis here. Suppose if it takes 15 minutes to complete one page, one side of the page, if you take 15 minutes to complete, so how many hours required to complete each and every chapter? That budget time also provided. That budget time also I provided in this, in this annexure or in this table, whatever you can see on the screen. So LLP, for the first time, you are preparing LLP for the first time, allocation of 4 hours 45 minutes is sufficient. If you are able to allot 5 hours, yes, you will get complete knowledge of LLP. Getting my point? So how I did this, how I did this budget time, each page 15 minutes. Of course, I forgot to tell you, that soft copy is also available in the form of hard copy also. So book is like this. You can also see this book. You can also order this book on same website, the Shrestha for CA and CMA. So here you can order the books, books, CA Inter tab. Just click on CA Inter tab under books. So here you will find my books. Getting my point? So yes, question bank is also available. No need, sir. Concept book is sufficient, sir. Just go with concept book. Getting my point? Including delivery charges, this is the price that is available. Now come back, 3/4 weightage chapters, total 220 pages. I'm telling you 15 minutes time is required, time, this is also appropriate point I need to tell you. See, generally students, why they think theory papers are difficult, because first they will read it, and second time they will think to read it without seeing. They read content only 2 times. First time with seeing the content, they will read it. Second time directly they want to read it without seeing. It's not correct approach. Theoretical papers you have to read minimum 4 times. How many times? 4 times. First time, so what is there in the material? Second time you need to read the same content to confirm what you read first time. Getting my point? Suppose you read promoter definition first time. So what you read for confirmation, read second time, and third time for remembering purpose you read it. For remembering purpose, read third time, and fourth time read it without seeing. In fact, the important words which were highlighted in the material, write those words without seeing. It's a written practice, that's it. So in examination, all keywords you will write, and the remaining content you can write in your own words also. Technical words write as it is, and general content write in your own words, nothing wrong. Clear? So allot 15 minutes time per each page. Do this practice not only for law but also for audit, but also for SM. So do this practice 4 times. You need to read any theory question. First time to know the content, second time for confirmation purpose, third time for remembering purpose, fourth time without seeing. Everyone, so from these chapters, from these 11 chapters, you can expect a total 86 to 90 marks. And from the remaining 1/4 weightage chapter, once time is, once 3/4 weightage chapters over, if time is there, if surplus time is there, after preparation of all other papers, first you target for 60% of the all the subjects. Once 60% is over, go with 10% extra, go with 5% extra, like that. In all subjects, once you complete 3/4 weightage, then come to this 1/4 weightage. Everyone everyone see, I got all India rank 27 in CA Inter, and what my approach towards CA Inter is, first I targeted 60% of the all the papers. So to score, to attempt 60 marks, how many chapters I need to read? What are those chapters I need to read? Once 60% preparation completed, 60% of the syllabus preparation was completed, next I increased it to 70, next I increased it to 80. So all papers, once I completed 80% weightage chapters, then I gone through accounts, taxation, which I like most, costing. So I gone through these papers where I reached 90%, 95% also. That time, time is there, but now, that time, every 6 months one attempt, but now every 4 months one attempt. So time is the biggest constant, that's why I'm telling you. So all subjects do this kind of strategy, you will definitely perform well. Because I'm not asking you to attempt only 60 marks, I'm telling you, out of 120, if you go with my 3/4 strategy, you can easily attempt 85 to 90 marks. How many marks? 85 to 90 marks. If you're able to attempt 85 to 90 marks, can't you achieve 60 to 65 marks? It's very easy, ma. Very easy. Just blindly trust me and go with this kind of preparation strategy. Okay. And I wish you very, very all the best for your examinations.